Hello, Wanderer. Welcome to Echoes from Antiquity. You think you know mischief? You think chaos is just a story from the past? Let me tell you something. There is a god whose laughter still whispers through the cracks of reality, whose tricks shape the invisible paths of our lives. His name is Loki, the Trickster. And today, you are about to see him in a way that feels uncomfortably close to your own world. If you are ready to uncover secrets hidden in shadows, subscribe now and stay with us. Imagine a god who can change his face, who can vanish into thin air, and who can turn friend into foe with a word. That is Loki. But his stories are not just tales from frozen halls of Asgard. They are mirrors. They are warnings. They are games that continue long after the myths were told. You have felt his presence, even if you do not realize it. Every unexpected twist, every strange coincidence, every person who appears suddenly to disrupt your path, these are his echoes. And the question is, will you notice them, or will you let them pass unseen? Loki's mischief is not chaos without meaning. Every trick, every deception has a purpose. In one myth, he steals golden treasures. In another, he creates disasters that reshape worlds. And in our lives, mischief often arrives disguised as opportunity. The text messages that confuse you, the meetings that derail your plans, the jokes that cut a little too deep, these are not random. Loki thrives where order is too rigid, where creativity has been stifled, where humanity has grown comfortable in its routines. Do you feel a shiver yet? That is your first hint. Now picture the moment he transformed himself into a mare, giving birth to a creature that would shake the foundations of gods and men alike. Imagine the audacity, the cleverness, the unpredictability. Loki's power lies not in strength, but in his mind. And the modern world, with all its networks, algorithms, and invisible connections, is a playground for his kind of cunning. Think about your own life. The sudden encounters that change everything, the unexpected challenges, the subtle manipulations. What if these are echoes of the Trickster? Let us step closer. Loki is more than mischief. He is transformation incarnate. The stories tell us of Balder, the god of light, killed because of Loki's schemes, light undone by cunning. And yet, within the darkness lies revelation. In the world today, the same archetype operates when structures collapse, when systems fail, when what seems secure suddenly wavers. You may not call it divine trickery, but the patterns are the same. That uneasy feeling when everything seems slightly off? That is Loki laughing, just out of reach. Pause, think. How often have coincidences aligned so perfectly it felt deliberate? How often have small disruptions led to breakthroughs? These are not accidents. The Trickster thrives where certainty is assumed. In literature, he is the clever rogue who bends rules. In films, the anti-hero who teaches lessons through chaos. Even in the quietest moments when plans unravel, the archetype is active. The first hook has done its work. Your mind is searching for signs. Now consider his dual nature. Laughter and terror, creation and destruction, friend and enemy. Life itself dances between these forces. The technology that empowers you can also deceive. The connections you trust may mislead. The same energy that sparks inspiration can also spark ruin. Loki embodies all this. The world is not simply good or evil. It is fluid, and he moves through it like smoke, shaping outcomes with a wink. Do you feel the tension? That is the second hook, drawing you further. Let me share a subtle truth. Loki's tricks are not only external, they reflect the chaos within ourselves. Every hesitation, every impulse, every sudden thought is a potential trickster moment. He forces us to see what we refuse to notice. In modern life, this is amplified. Every algorithm, every network, every unseen influence is a mirror of his archetype. You might think you are in control, but have you considered who is really pulling the strings? Pause, look around. The Trickster is there. There is a story of Loki turning himself into a fly to torment the blind god, stabbing relentlessly with unseen stings. Small actions, immense consequences. In your own world, minor disruptions can ripple into life-altering events. A joke, a comment, a glance, a message. Simple things can redirect reality. That is the Trickster's whisper. The second hook reinforces attention. Keep your mind sharp. Notice patterns. question coincidences. Reflect on moments you once dismissed as chance. Those moments may be games of a god still playing. Think of the archetype beyond mythology. Every innovator who breaks the rules, every artist who shocks the senses, every thinker who challenges orthodoxy is touched by the trickster. Chaos fertilizes creation. Misrule generates insight. And sometimes, the smallest mischief carries the most profound lesson. In your life, it is not just myths that shape you. It is the archetypes you encounter daily, unseen, subtle, transformative. Let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced a situation where something annoying, confusing, or even frightening led to clarity or unexpected opportunity? That is not coincidence. That is Loki's legacy. The god of mischief teaches us that disruption is often the path to wisdom. Embrace uncertainty. Watch for the signs. When life feels strange, when events misalign, when someone acts unpredictably, it may be an invitation to see reality more deeply. The trickster is also a mirror. He exposes hypocrisy, complacency, and hidden truths. Where there is too much order, he strikes. Where there is rigidity, he bends. He reminds us that nothing is as it seems. Your perception is the battlefield, your awareness is the shield, and the reward is insight. This is the subtle power of myth, the reason why gods like Loki endure. Their patterns never die, they only shift and adapt to new times. Before we finish, reflect on this. The laughter of the trickster is not always audible, yet it resonates in every disruption you encounter. Your life, your decisions, your relationships are playing fields for archetypal energies. The world is alive with mischief, unpredictability, and cleverness. And somewhere in that flow, you might feel his presence, testing, teaching, guiding. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe and join us as we continue exploring myths and archetypes hidden in plain sight. Finally, remember, Loki is not gone. He is not a relic. He is a reminder that life is never entirely under control, that chaos is fertile, that mischief can illuminate truths unseen. Watch closely, question deeply, and notice the trickster's hand in the everyday. Thank you for staying with us today. Hit like, leave a comment with your experiences, and keep your senses alert. The god who laughs still plays, and the next twist may be closer than you think.